Hi guys, today my students and I worked on multiplication and division with one-digit numbers. Now, as you already may know, multiplication and division are directly correlated to each other, meaning that there's a strong connection between the two. So we worked on some strategies on how to solve and how to memorize our times tables, as they will prove very important when you move on to harder multiplication and division. So let's start with an easy question: 2 multiplied by 7. Another way of saying 2 multiplied by 7 is 2 7 times. So basically 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 7 times. You go on and on. A faster way to do this would just be 7 2 times, which would be 7 plus 7. 7 plus 7 is 14, which you should have memorized. And if you haven't, you can do it on paper. So instead of counting by twos, you can count by the bigger number. So another way to do this would be 2 times 10. 2 times 10 is a lot easier than doing 2 times 7. 2 times 10 is 20. Now, we basically added 10 plus 10, but we need to add 7 plus 7. So you can see that the difference between 10 and 7 is 3, and that happens twice. That happens once here and once here. So the difference would be 3, and since it's happening twice, we would have to multiply 3 by 2, or 3 plus 3, which is the exact same thing, and we would get 6. So then we could just subtract 6 from 20. 20 minus 6 is 14. Now, this might not be the fastest way, but for those of you who haven't memorized your timetables yet, it might be a good way to check your addition. If you haven't memorized your timetables, I definitely recommend you do so. By writing your 1 times tables, your 2 times tables, you really get the sense of the numbers, and it'll definitely help you. Now, division. Division is a little more complicated, but essentially, division means that we were separating something into groups, into equal groups. So let's say I have the number 8 divided by 2, and the slash sign normally signifies division. So 8 divided by 2 basically means that we have to split 8 into 2 equal groups. So it's not like we can split 8 into a group of 5 and a group of 3, because 5 and 3 are not equal. So what's another way that we could split it up so that the groups would be equal to each other? Well, we could do 4 groups. 4 groups of 2 would equal 8. So division is very helpful when you are revolving around people or things. So let's do a word problem. I have 20 cookies, and I have 4 other friends. So I want to divide the cookies. I want to divide the 20 cookies for 5 people so that everyone gets the same amount of cookies. So for my 4 friends and me. So how many cookies would each person get? You're going to see a lot of questions like this in your school years, so I'm going to teach you how to solve it. So if you have 20 cookies and you need to divide it amongst yourself and 4 other friends, so 5 people, the equation would be 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5. And you would have to figure out what this equals. The answer would be solved by completing the division sequence. So we have to split 20 into 5 equal groups. So the answer would be 4. If we split 20 into 4 groups, each group would have 5. So each person would get 4 cookies. Now, you might see that there's a correlation between multiplication and division. To double check our division answer, 20 divided by 5 equals 4, we can multiply 4 times 5. And if we get 20, that means our answer is correct. So you multiply the answer by what you're dividing by. So that's how division and multiplication work together. And the same works for multiplication. You use the other one to check your answer. Thank you. Bye.